Welcome to my video, and today we got a special one for you. We're going to talk about James Harden and Joel Embiid. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to start off with, I am surprised how James Harden and Joel Embiid is connecting. I'm pretty sure there's not too many people that said James Harden and Joel Embiid going to connect like this. First things first, James Harden look happy. He's dancing on the court. He's high-fiving people. He's paying attention on the court. He's not zoning out, or he's not having one of his hissy fits yet. But I'm going to get into the James Harden that left the Rockets and the James Harden that left the Brooklyn Nets. I'm going to get into that James Harden a little bit later. But right now, James Harden looked happy. Surprisingly, Embiid looked very, very happy. I think Embiid is so happy because he have a star player that he can rely on, and plus he could depend on to make plays and actually put the ball in the basket. And the other piece that I want to take on, Joel Embiid is so happy because James Harden game benefit him. I did not see this coming at all. I thought James Harden and Joel Embiid going to kind of clash, because honestly, I thought Embiid wasn't a pick and roll player. He's big, but he's just too slow with it, and he gonna settle for the jump shot majority of the time. Then if he do try to drive to the hole, then he gonna get met with a double team, or somebody else gonna be in the way. I'm surprised in James Harden and Joel Embiid connection and what's going on. But let's get deep in this. Let's get very deep. James Harden is happy now. What happens when the playoff hit? Are we going to see the same James Harden we see today? That's the question in the air. And I know James Harden hear this all over TV, social media. You look good now, just like on the Rockets, just like on the Brooklyn Nets. You happy to be there. You saying all the right things. You come on the court happy and dancing and stuff. Like, look good now, bro. When the playoffs hit, what James Harden we gonna get? But now I'm gonna get into when they hit the playoffs and when the 76ers go against anybody in the league, they have a chance of beating any team on any given night. But before I hit that point, I want to hit that James Harden is still a good player. The world just forgot on how James Harden dropped 50 points with a triple-double. Like, that's the same James Harden. The unstoppable James Harden that shot 30 free throws a game, that's the same James Harden. Nothing changed with James Harden. He is choosing not to play as hard as he was before in the Rockets. James Harden with the Rockets, he was going out every night and he was getting it done. If y'all remember, 3 or 4 years in a row, the Rocket was third, second, and first in the Western Conference. James Harden was carrying his team, but he just kept running into the Golden State Warriors every season. Then Chris Paul got hurt. I know y'all remember that. But right now, James Harden is still the same player. Nothing's changed. He's just choosing not to play hard. And we all see when he chooses to play hard, it's a rout. And don't forget, James Harden led the NBA a couple of times in assists. So that's James Harden still today. Nothing's changed. He's still the same guy. I'm telling you right now, in the playoffs, if I'm in a team right now, I do not want to play the 76ers because they have quickness, they have a three-point game, they have an inside game, and they got a fast-paced game. So they can take you fast-paced, and also they can slow it down on you. A lot of teams can't do that. In the playoffs, the 76ers going to be dangerous, and you don't want to see them when they at their peak. Because here's why. Let's take every scenario you could think of. Every scenario. Let's go half court. Game slow down. Fourth quarter. 5 minutes left. Who's going to stop James Harden and Embiid on a pick and roll? Because you're going to either have a foul Embiid or double team him. Then he's going to kick out to James Harden. And you know James Harden can hit that three-point ball. Then he could swing it to Harris. And you know Harris is a good mid-range shooter. And he can get to the free throw line. And he ain't no small guy. He's like 6'8". He's a big guy. And their point guard, Tyrese Maxey is super quick. Like, I'm watching the 76ers now. They are developing into a all-around team. And I'm surprised that their defense is good as it is. You know, I'm gonna be honest, like, I didn't think their defense was gonna get too much better or even get worse. So that's my first point. They slow the game down. I don't see too many teams stopping that. I really don't. My second point. So say your game plan for the 76er is you come in and you're going to run up and down the court, fast break, pushing the ball to get Embiid running. That's not going to work because James Harden can run the fast break with anybody. Then you got Maxey and Harris. They can run the fast break with anybody. I think Maxey's quick with the ball, and he can get to the free throw line. My first point I made, if you're trying to slow the game down, that's not going to work. If you're trying to speed the game up for Embiid, to make Embiid make quick decisions and push the ball up and down the court, that's not going to work because they have people in place for that. And my last point is, in the playoffs, you come in, you say, hey, we're gonna play mismatch ball. We're gonna see where our opportunity is at. Okay, any center in the league is not gonna match up with Embiid, period. So if you're trying to put Embiid in foul trouble, that's not gonna work because they're not big enough, quick enough, or strong enough. The only person I think is Jokic. He probably the only person that can bang with him. Giannis could probably bang with him, but Embiid is too heavy for Giannis. So that's what I'm saying with that. So you trying to play mismatch ball against the 76ers, that's not going to work. Even if you go, okay, we're going to pull Embiid out on a pick and roll, get a mismatch. But Embiid can cover guards. He's not a slow guy. So you can't really play mismatch ball because you got Harris and Maxey. Maxey is strong enough to guard any point guard in the league. And also he quick enough. But sometimes he get a little careless with the ball. That's all I see. But besides that, the 76ers is going to be a headache in the 7-game series because anything you throw at them, they have a counter to it. A lot of teams don't have that. Like prime example, I'm going to go over some. The Memphis team. They have a okay mid-range. Their inside is non-existent. So Joel Embiid going to eat up. But the Sixers defense can defend the Memphis on any level. There's no answer for Embiid. Let's go to the next team. So we have the Golden State Warriors. They can push the ball, but also the 76ers can push the ball. And I'm telling you right now, if Steph Curry don't come out hot, the 76ers going to beat the Golden State Warriors. And who's going to stop Embiid? They have no big man to stop him. Pick and roll. Joel Embiid going to eat all day. 76ers is going to win that series. Next team. The Phoenix Suns is the only team I think that can go blow to blow with the 76ers because they have the size in the middle, not weight size, but they got the height, and they have guards that's not small, but they good in size, so that way they can body up James Harden. But besides that, I don't see no other team messing with the Philadelphia Sixers. I don't see it. So my conclusion is the only thing that's going to stop the Philadelphia 76ers is Doc Rivers, James Harden. If Doc Rivers come in there and don't coach to the potential that he is, and if James Harden don't come in there and don't establish himself as I'm the man, nobody can stop me. If those two guys don't come in the playoffs ready at that altitude, the 76ers is going to lose probably first or second round. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.